everybody, this is Dan for Gaming D on Cars Now. I am back here at Click Lewis Chevy Buick in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. I normally have my GoPro, but my battery decided to die, so I'm using my iPhone to do this. But today, we are taking a look at a 2013 Porsche Boxster. This is the entry-level Porsche for 2013. There is a Boxster S that has a bigger engine, more power. This car has a 2.7 liter flat 6-cylinder engine with 265 horsepower. Now, we're gonna see how this car compares. Now, I just was here earlier to do a review of a Miata RF, which is over there somewhere. So this is the first Porsche that is not the Taycan that I'm driving, that is a rear engine. You know, this is the entry-level Porsche. We're gonna see how it can compare and see how good it is as an entry-level Porsche. So let's take a look. Now, we're just going to talk about the styling of this car. Now, this car, I think it's a gorgeous looking car. For 2013, it was heavily updated. Now, I forgot to mention, this car is a 6-speed manual. It's, you know, a pure driver's car. And when this car was introduced, I think in 1997, everybody was like, oh, why would you go for a Boxster when there's a 911? But I wanted to see how good this can be as an entry-level sports car, you know, from Porsche, which makes, you know, some of the best sports cars on the planet. I just did a video yesterday with the ultimate Porsche, the 911 GT2 RS. But this car is a 2013. It has a 6-speed manual, and the feel of the clutch could not be more different than the Miata that I just drove. It is way heavier. You definitely have to work harder to get what you want out of this car, but once you do, I think it'll be very gratifying. Now, this car is a rear engine. The engine is back here, the 2.7 liter. You've got one single exit exhaust. It's kind of funny how I can zoom. I'm not used to zooming when I do these reviews, but it just looks like a sports car. I'm gonna put the top back up and down just so you can see how that works, so you can take a look at that here. But yeah, Porsche has been making these cars forever, and so they ought to know what they're doing. Now, I say entry-level sports car because this is the, you know, I guess, cheapest and least powerful one. Now, this car is on sale at Click Lewis Chevy for $31,000, which I think this could be quite a weekend toy for that type of money. But yeah, just look how big the brakes are. You know, just keep in mind, this is a car that's like 6-7 years old. But it's just still looks so good. Yeah, it really just looks like a baby 911. I know that the LED lights were a new addition for 13, but it just looks like a sports car. Now, it was funny, yesterday when I did that GT2 RS, that has a sticker. It doesn't have a badge, you know, that is just painted on, but this is the famous Porsche badge. So yeah, what more can you say? It just looks like a German sports car. All right, let's take a look at the engine. Another cool thing about Porsche is the key actually looks like a car. I know that the Panamera, I think Gran Turismo, actually looks like a real legit wagon. So that's just a cool feature of this car. Now, I guess we're gonna check out the frunk. So if you just click that button there, so much noise going on here. Now, this is what the compartment looks like in the front of the Porsche. You got your windshield washer fluid there, but yeah, since the engine is in the rear, you could probably fit, let's say, 5 to 6 grocery bags in there. No, that is super deep too. Holy crap! I bet that's like the floor. So yeah, that is the frunk of a Boxster. All right, now let's go check out the engine. All right, just like the front, there's a button here to open up the rear. It's so cool just seeing an engine in the back. Oh, look, it's not the engine. That is hilarious. This is actually a rear trunk. I thought the engine was gonna be in there. Huh, I guess you can't see it at all. So there's the engine oil. Wow. There's where you put the coolant in, but wow. This is really a mid-engine and you cannot see the engine. I'm kind of shocked. All right, so that was a big fail trying to see the engine of this car, but when we just look at the overall styling, It really just looks like a baby 911. And for 2013, I think that was around the 997 generation for Porsches. I'll post a picture right here. But yeah, so let's take a look at the inside, where it is very luxurious. All right, going to the inside of the Boxster. Now, I seem to fit pretty good. It took me a while to figure out where the seat controls were, but right there, front and center, you know this car means business. This car has the tachometer front and center. You got your speedometer on the left there. On the right-hand side there's a little graphic of the Boxster. That'll give you some information, you know, as far as the radio and, you know, tire pressure, a bunch of other stuff. But here is the piece de resistance, the 6-speed manual. That is really the one reason that I wanted to check out this car, just because to see how a Porsche drives as a manual. Now we're definitely gonna be trying out that button right there, the sport button. Here is the buttons where you raise and lower the roof. There is the, you can put the spoiler up and down in the back. Now I have all my crap right here because there's no room to put anything elsewhere. But yeah, this car is really from an era where this steering wheel has no buttons on it. I honestly can't remember the last time I drove or reviewed a car that had no buttons on the steering wheel. It's really just your left foot and your right foot and the 6-speed shifter right here. Now, one cool thing about Porsches is that they always have the key on the left hand of the steering wheel. And this comes from back, you know, in the 50s and 60s when you had to run to get into your car. Their theory was you could get into the car and put the key in with your left hand while you're putting the car into gear right here. So let's just test this out. If I put my foot on the clutch, kind of hard to get used to. Now you have to put the car, I guess, this way. I'm new to this, people. Just work with me here. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Now you can really hear it with the top down, so much more than when I first started it up. But yeah, this generation, or this, since it's a 13, this, you know, level of infotainment is a couple generations behind. But you've got your temperature controls right here and your radio up here. It's pretty straightforward. All right, I'm gonna turn that off because I can't hear what I'm saying. One cool thing about Porsches, you put this flap down, both of your cup holders are right here. Now that is German engineering at its finest. So if you take them both out, you can push that back in. How cool is that? And just do the opposite to get them back in. That is the best example of German engineering I've ever seen. And look, now they completely go away. I know new 911s have that too, but that is just a cool little feature that lets you know Germans really mean business. But so the materials are really nice in here. I mean, this is a luxury sports car. You've got leather everywhere on the dash. Now these two vents, new Boxsters sort of still have that. The steering wheels are way updated, and just this center waterfall is sort of the same for 2020. But I like it. Everything is quality, craftsmanship. Like I said before, this clutch is way heavier than what I'm used to compared to just the Miata that I just drove. So, all right, let's take this thing out on the road. All right, so to wrap up the 2013 Porsche Boxster as an entry-level sports car, it has all the DNA to be just that, an incredible sports car. You got the 6-speed manual to go along with the flat 6 engine, which I somehow can't seem to find in the back there in front of the trunk. But yeah, this car is for sale at Click Lewis Chevy Buick. I will put their website right here. Come take a look at this car. This could be an amazing, you know, weekend toy that would also be fun to drive. So come buy this car. Please tell them your boy Gammy D sent you. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this car. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. This dealer has a bunch of other cars that I will be back to review, so you can see what I drive before it actually gets posted to YouTube on my Instagram. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.